The TBI says not only is the dangerous gang growing nationwide, but it's impacting every major city across Tennessee.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the Venezuelan gang, Tren also known as TDA, impacting every major city in Tennessee. That's Chattanooga, Knoxville, Nashville, and Memphis. Now, this comes as no surprise to me. I'm here in Tennessee. I can't say I see them all over the place. They're not causing a really big disturbance where I live, but I do see them. I see kind of what they do. And before I even get into it, I just want to say that it's not just here in Tennessee, okay? This could be wherever you are. You could be in Paducah, Kentucky. You could be in Bangor, Maine. You could be California, of course. You could be anywhere all over the nation, and these gangs and other gangs could be right at your doorstep, and you might not even know about it. Now, we first saw these people in Colorado taking over apartment complexes, and they were trying to downplay it, talking about, oh, it's only like 2 or 3 apartment complexes. Only 2 or 3 apartment complexes? What are we talking about? How many apartment complexes is too many? Where's the red line? Okay, if they take over 8 apartment complexes or more, then it's a problem. But anything less than that, it's not really a big deal. People that they victimize and extort for money, no big deal. Whether they be Venezuelan illegal aliens, migrants, asylum seekers, U.S. citizens, whatever it is, not really a big deal. Now, there's a lot more to get into. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, let's get to a news clip here. I will link to this in the description. If you're on IG, Facebook, visit a link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
The alarm has been sounded only to raise awareness and understanding that they are here.
Now, of course, this video is from Colorado, Aurora, Colorado, where they took over their apartment complex. One of at least 3 they took over in the area.
We begin tonight with Operation Crime and Justice as the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation reveals more details on the Venezuelan gang moving into Tennessee's largest cities.
Well, TBI Director David Rosh expanded the issue, responding to public outrage after a Fox 17 News report this week.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Scott Couch.
I'm Megan O'Halloran. Fox 17 News' Kylie Walker digging into this developing story.
The TBI says we are not at the point where everyone's having to watch outside of their home, but it is a concern that the TDA is active and they're back in Tennessee.
Now, I'm going to say one thing before we even get into this. In Tennessee, we have very good gun laws, okay? Meaning the gun laws help the citizenry rather than harming them. We don't believe in disarming. We don't believe in any of that, okay? Get your weapon. Go to the store, pass your little background check, carry your weapon, because these guys are around and you might get victimized.
Venezuelan gang Tren has been spotted in all 4 of our major cities. That's according to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation.
Nashville, Memphis, Knoxville, and Chattanooga.
TBI Director David Roush going into detail with Fox and Friends early this morning.
All over the whole state, so they're everywhere. And the thing about it is, these cities have a big sphere of influence. You know, Chattanooga, that's my neck of the woods. You got North Georgia, you got Alabama, North Carolina, Knoxville, of course. You might jeopardize Gatlinburg, Dollywood, all of that up there, the hill areas, Nashville, the whole, you know, country music, Tennessee Titans football, all of that is right there. Brentwood, Franklin, and then up to Clarksville where the military base is. And of course, Memphis, that's a big shipping hub. You got Arkansas, Mississippi, up to like Chicago, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri, all of that. So it's a big sphere of influence where you have these gangs. And what we don't want is for them to expand beyond where they are.
I think the key piece is that we are concerned.
Later posting this 7-minute video to YouTube to expand on those concerns.
They have shown their violence in areas throughout the country, specifically handling and addressing turf that they believe that they should own.
The agency warning that this violent criminal group will stop at nothing.
They haven't held back in letting cartels know that they will take them on, and they will battle for the drug trafficking in communities.
Roush says they aren't afraid of police.
They will fight and they will attack police. They have no respect for law enforcement.
Not only will they fight, they'll shoot. They will get into open shootouts with they don't care. They'll do anything, because what we're dealing with here is a third world level of violence. And when some people say, oh, the gangs here, what are they doing? They should be able to fight these guys. It's not quite that simple. You're not just dealing with regular Americans. You're dealing with third world people. Again, a whole different level of violence.
Roush says the TBI wants law enforcement partners to be prepared for those encounters. And they'll send out information through police organizations, including details on who they are, how to identify them, and how to approach or handle them.
So we know that they're practicing. We know that they're training.
With TDA originating in a Venezuelan prison, former Metro Police Officer Ken Alexandro says it's a common haven where criminals feed off of each other.
And they're getting ready for when they are released. They're just going to do what they did before, just do it better.
Now, the TBI says this is not just a Tennessee issue. This is not a unique situation, and the TDA has been seen across the country. For now, reporting in Nashville, Kylie Walker, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Kylie, thank you. Now, Kylie has been on top of this story for several days now, and you can see all of her previous stories.
So there's more on their YouTube, but again, I'll link to this in the box so you can read it, see it in full without my commentary. But TDA all over the place. Again, not just Aurora, Colorado, where we first saw them on the big level, taking over their apartment complexes, but they're also here in Tennessee. We see them in Chicago, Illinois, and the Chicago street gangs are having an issue with the Venezuelans. They're fighting each other. And I don't want this to be a thing as if I'm anti-Venezuelan, as if I'm anti-Central American, as if I'm anti-Hispanic or whatever. Spanish-speaking people, I'm not against them. You see, you have law-abiding, legal Venezuelans here in the U.S. Okay, you come here, you pay your money, pass your test, do everything by the book. We have them here in this country. I don't think they appreciate the gang members and the place they left following them. You think people come here for a better life, not to experience more of the same. I've seen some of these street interviews as I close where you have Venezuelans saying, hey, you know what? I'm Venezuelan, I'm proud, but I'm also an American citizen. I'm proud of that. I don't want these illegal aliens. I don't want these criminal migrants. I don't want them here. Send them back that way. Now, this could be part of the whole mass deportation they're saying is a racist thing. Listen, if you're going to get criminal aliens out of the country, illegal aliens out of the country, it's not racist at all. If you or I commit a crime, we get locked up, separated from the family, the whole 9 yards, and nobody cares. It's like, hey, you do the crime, you do the time, and rightfully so. So it should be the same thing for these illegal aliens coming into the country, doing whatever they want to do, taking over apartment complexes, human trafficking. Oh, I got to add this one last piece before I close. The human trafficking, that's one thing that they do a lot. So a lot of you guys, you're going on dating apps in your city, and you see a pretty Latina or something like this. What they say, soy divertida, soy linda. They say all that and they profile right on one of these dating apps. What you don't know is that a lot of gangs, cartels, whatever you want to call it, are behind that. You try to go on a date with a young lady and she get talking a little bit spicy, a little bit different. You get excited. The whole time, it might be a guy behind that, or it could be a real woman, but she's tied in with the gang. So when they get you to a destination, the whole setup is to rob you or even delete you. We've seen that happen over in Central America. And a lot of that, like, okay, you might see something happen in Colombia. A so-called passport bro gets deleted in Colombia. What you may not understand or realize is that it could have been TDA behind that. You got quite a few Venezuelans in Colombia human trafficking. So the whole thing is already set up for you to fail. It's set up for you to lose your life, lose your monies, or lose a little bit more than that. So watch out for the human trafficking. Don't be on these dating apps. Oh, a pretty Latina and she's kind of eager. You might lose your life behind that. And of course, stay strapped, stay armed legally to defend yourself against these people that might want to victimize you on the street for no reason, other than the fact that you are a mark and they are criminals and they want to get their mark. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on TDA? Are they a dangerous gang? Is it an issue that they are in every city in Tennessee, major city in Tennessee? Do you think that they are where you live? It may not be on the news locally, but you may see some weird things going on. It's like, what's that? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This is a result of the wide open border. The border wide open. They're letting everything come in. They're letting human trafficking, guns, drugs, all of that. What we need to do, obviously, is just stop the bleeding, close the border up, and the criminal migrants who are here, send them back. Send them back. Or send them to the penitentiary to make big rocks to little rocks, quite literally. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.